So, exciting stuff. I get to hang out with Mr. Ernesto Sirolli. Yeah, man. What have you been up to? I know a lot of our audience, excluding the TED Talk audience of your 2 million plus views, don't really understand kind of the things you've been up to and the things you've been able to bring value to in the world of business around the world. So share a little bit about that insight.
Well, it's always working with entrepreneurs in very, very different shapes and forms.
Right.
But recently, we have started to work with intrapreneurs, which are the entrepreneurs inside corporations. What happens inside corporations is that you get these people who have the entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah.
And so inside the corporation, they get so bored, they get devastated because the intrapreneurs are the entrepreneurs inside the corporation. And what happens is that every time they see something outside that makes them really interested, they come inside and they say, have you seen that? And the corporation says, hey, you've been paid to do what we're telling you to do. So what happens is that all this movement about great resignation is because people say, what am I doing here? I see opportunities for these corporations which are enormous. Right. If they would only be a little bit more sensitive about that or that technology or the environment. Instead, what they are doing is business as usual. They don't understand that the technology will kill them.
Yeah.
So I'm telling them, have you thought about better social media? Have you thought, there's this AI technology? And as soon as they bring in, boom, the line manager kills them.
Yeah.
So what we have done, we have said, okay, is there a possibility to give breath, to let these entrepreneurs, born entrepreneurs with the energy, the vitality inside, is there a way to give them a voice? How do you do that? So now we have come up with this absolutely fantastic, concept of the boundary riders. And so this is the new book that I'm writing with a good friend of yours, with Charlie Ansbach. And what we are doing, we are saying, wait a moment, if all the power is at the center in a corporation, all the personnel, the money, the technology is at the center, and all innovation is at the margins, is at the edge.
Got it. Right.
How can a corporation survive? And so what made me think about this unbelievable Australian cowboy, who is the only cowboy in the world who has a specific job to do and a specific title. Since the ranches in Australia are 8 million hectares, 6 million, like they are as big as as a province, as a state of America, they are enormous. There is a cowboy whose sole task is to patrol the edge of the property.
Right.
And this cowboy goes for months on a horseback by himself with a swag and a dog. And every month, 2 months, comes back into the house and says to the station, to the ranch, it says, we have a fence down, animals are running away, there are some wild camels coming in, and they're very valuable, so maybe we can harvest those. The title of that cowboy is the boundary rider.
Beautiful.
So what we thought, why don't we say to corporations, okay, you are in the ranch house.
Yep. Brilliant.
But all the innovation is at the edge.
It's on the edge.
So why don't you transform some of your smartest entrepreneurs from inside the company,
Absolutely.
give them permission to become boundary riders, and then they come inside the property, the ranch house, and say to you, I have a friend at the university with my daughter, and these guys are developing this artificial intelligence which is going to kill everybody else.
Exactly.
Why don't you, with all the power, all the money, all the personnel, why don't you do a merger or an acquisition? Why don't you invest
And contribute to that
industry? And so we have started with 2 corporations already. Okay. Now we have 2 corporations that have employed boundary riders. Not employed, they have allowed people to become boundary riders, but we have done an education campaign inside the corporation to say, we appreciate you coming to us with what you see outside. And by the way, you don't have to go to your line officer because there is an office of boundary riders.
Right.
And inside the office, there is a prime rider who is the boss of the entire operation. And the prime rider is trained like my enterprise facilitators in communities. So now people come and they say, I discovered that kind of technology. And so the oldest project is 1 year old. It took 8 months for the boundary, in a company in Italy, it took 8 months for the boundary riding project to become positive, cash flow positive.
8 months.
In 8 months, and what the boundary rider came in with were things which completely changed the business model.
In 8 months.
In 8 months. So it's very exciting, you know. But
that's incredible.
Yeah, but I need you to talk more yourself now.
You too. Yeah, absolutely.
I want to listen to you.
Yeah. Well, one, before we go there, I mean, I think it's incredible because a lot of people in business are in the weeds, right? So whether you're talking about a startup, mid-level size company, a larger firm, most people are in the weeds and they can't really see what's around them or what's happening or what new innovations are coming about. That's one of the things that I would say in terms of on a personal level that I and we've been able to do in terms of team aspect is because we're almost like those. We're a lean team that's always on the boundaries, always looking at the new innovations, always looking to be lean to serve other ecosystems, which how the production company came about, right? It's today brands are built on social, and majority of people are spending their time scrolling through the mobile device. So wherever the attention lies as a business, we should understand forgetting about our emotions, but shutting up and listening to what our consumer is saying and where their attention lies, and that's what we've done.
This is a very new concept because remember that what we teach is product, marketing, finance.
Absolutely.
For years and years, the product people, they were saying technology rules. And it's only recently that is the market that say, okay, you can have whatever technology if people do not know that you exist.
Yeah.
So it's this product, marketing, finance, and you are the marketing arm for people who are product oriented and very, very strong financially. I mean, if you look at your own organization, I mean, they're monster financially. What they want to do, they want to create a good service for entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
But they are very smart to have you because now you have a team, product, marketing, finance that works. But imagine the entrepreneur in the weed is alone instead of having.
Yes.
And so the Trinity of Management, the foundation of our work is getting the entrepreneur to understand that no matter how fantastic your product is, unless you have the other two team players.
Right, 100%.
And then the team players clash. And we know that. The team players, there is never an agreement, but if there is respect, if there is esteem, if I say, okay, Rodney is insisting that I do this video stuff, it's because Rodney knows better than me, so I should shut up and let him do it. See what I mean?
I get it.
Because if you leave it to the finance people, if you leave it to the product people, they say, there's no need for marketing because as soon as they will discover my product. Yeah, but they will never discover it. Yeah.
You know, marketing is
Absolutely.
communication, right? We have to listen to our marketplace.
Exactly.
You know.